ahead and begin this meeting, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll have roll call.
Dan Pillow.
Here.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Here.
Nixon-Byess.
Here.
Ann Pillow.
Here.
Al Glick.
Here.
Pam Jackson.
Here. And then we'll start off with the clerk's report when she's ready.
You received the minutes from the November 18 council meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from November the 18th.
I'll second it.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Al Glick. Any discussions? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Then you have pay ordinance 12A for biweekly payroll that was paid on November the 29th. Dispersed from the general fund, $8,813.64. From the sewer fund, $1,476. From the water fund, $1,789.65. For a combined total of $12,079.29.
I make a motion to accept ordinance number 2412A.
I'll second it.
Motion by Ms. Ann, seconded by Al Glick. Any discussions? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Then you have pay ordinance 12B. This is for accounts payable. From the general fund, $11,213.38. From the water fund, $2,229.50 for a combined total of $13,442.88.
I'll make a motion to approve 12B.
I'll second it.
Motion by Al Glick, seconded by Pam Jackson. Any discussion?
I missed that one when I was printing them out. I came up with an 11D and was wondering why. Okay, I'll look at it when I get back.
All right. Call for the vote.
Dan Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Abstain.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Then this morning I sent out to you the Addyston Board of Public Affairs November 18th minute or documents from the meeting. The first one is their November 18 draft minutes. Attached to it is their approved October 14th minutes. Their collection report for the month of October for services rendered in September, and their pay ordinance 2411.
I'll make a motion to approve the water board minutes and payroll to whatever it is, pay ordinance to council.
I'll second it.
Motion by Pam Jackson, seconded by Al Glick. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I have a question. On the clerk for the water board, she took 40 hours of sick leave for vacation. She's got more sick leave now? 'Cause she's got sick leave on here. Remember last time we discussed that? She
It
had
was
40
never
hours.
resolved with the water board.
Okay.
I mean, it's already been paid out.
Believe me, the state auditors will catch it when they come in for the
I
20.
just didn't understand how she had more sick leave if she already used 40 hours.
It's accrued by so many hours every pay period.
Okay.
They get 4.6 hours every 2 weeks.
Okay. And what is the condolence paid? What's that for?
Funeral leave,
Generally.
Okay.
that's what it's called in the program we use.
Okay. All right.
And that was for her, Tony's stepfather.
Okay. All right.
Any other discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
And you should have received a copy of revenue status and appropriations as of the end of October. And I believe that's my report, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Well, one of the things I have on here, council, some of the things we just need to talk about later, but, in front of you, Bob just passed out, and I'll just turn it over to him in a second, but we were approved for that CDBG funding. Thank you, Dan, for, getting that put together for us. So, Bob, I'm just gonna pass it over to you. He has the ordinance so that we can get that accepted, signed off on, and get going with that.
I've got an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a CDBG subrecipient agreement in completion of an environmental review and historic review with Hamilton County, Ohio pursuant to provisions of the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974 as amended, and to participate in the Community Development Block Grant Program.
Make a motion that the rules be suspended, said ordinance be read 3 times by title only and declared an emergency.
I'll second it.
Motion by Dan Pillow, second by Pam Jackson. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
First reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a CDBG subrecipient agreement in completion of an environmental review and historic review with Hamilton County, Ohio pursuant to provisions of the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974 as amended, and to participate in the Community Development Block Grant Program. Second reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a CDBG subrecipient agreement and completion of an environmental review and historic review with Hamilton County, Ohio pursuant to provisions of the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974 as amended, and to participate in the Community Development Block Grant Program. Third reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a CDBG subrecipient agreement and completion of an environmental review and historic review with Hamilton County, Ohio pursuant to provisions of the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974 as amended, and to participate in the Community Development Block Grant Program.
Make a motion to accept the grant as read.
I'll second it.
Motion by Angela, seconded by Pam Jackson. Any further discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
This will be number 32.
All right, one of the other things, council, I was wondering, could we set the Christmas lunch date? It's usually the Friday before. I know we talked about last meeting, but it wasn't set.
It's at the 20th.
Yeah, it'd be Friday the 20th is the Friday before Christmas. If that is good with everyone at 11:30 a.m.
Make a motion we accept December the 20th as our holiday party here in the village.
I'll second it.
Motion by Dan Pillow, seconded by Pam Jackson, so it'll be Friday, December 20th at 11:30. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Okay, one of the other things I just kind of wanted to brush on a little bit, I know December is going by very quickly. I was wondering if council, I don't know which area this would be in, but our maintenance workers, because after January sort of flattens out, how we want that to look moving forward. 'Cause right now we've got 3 part-times in. And you guys approved that to what, December 31st?
That's what the ordinance said.
Yep.
No, I mean, the thing about it is who's wanting to work throughout the winter and who's not wanting to work. Have they said yet to you?
Pam should take it to the finance committee.
Yeah, take it to the
money's there.
finance committee first too, because I mean,
Because it is
we've
fair.
never kept that many through winter. I don't think we need that many through winter.
'Cause I know a couple of them that they just wanna work seasonal.
Well, some of them only
I don't
maybe
know.
here a day there when, like call-outs. We're gonna need people available for call-outs, obviously.
Some scheduling will be important depending upon the money that's available.
Yeah.
Right.
If you want, we can go ahead and set that finance meeting, because that was on my list to talk
Oh,
about.
that's only if you wanted to go ahead and set that.
We're trying to find a day, we've not mixed it with everything else. December the 10th, a Thursday, Ken.
December when?
And did we say the 10th?
That's a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Is it? I must have looked at the calendar.
Yeah, that's Tuesday.
Get the wrong month.
It's the 12th then. The 12th is
The
that
12th,
Tuesday?
I'm off.
The 12th?
Yeah. Yeah, the 12th. I just looked up wrong.
The 12th's fine with me.
Jennifer?
After 5?
Yeah, like 6 o'clock, will that work?
Perfect.
All right. That way,
Is that December 12th for sure?
yeah. That way it's at
What time?
6. We'll put that on the list.
Yes, because we have to go over the budget because we're going to have to amend the appropriations and everything.
All right.
All right. That's all I have at the moment. If I think of something else, I'll come back to it. I'm gonna go ahead and go to committees. Dan Pillow?
Mayor, I do have just a couple of things to bring to council. One was covered, I was going to talk about maintenance schedule moving forward. Let's see, covered most of those. I would, I don't know what the schedule is in moving forward with transition. We got something today about that, I believe, didn't we, Mayor? Did you send out something about the transition today?
Transition.
With the county.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to see if we're going to set a date to
We need to
go
have
over
this,
that. Yeah,
yes.
so we have time to
Time to look
absorb
through
that.
this and figure out what we're gonna do, because honestly, laws and contracts should have a committee meeting.
For some reason, the number that is on the sheet for Miss Ann is not the correct number on the sheet for Miss Ann. And every time I try to contact that number is not correct. And then it became the holiday, like Thanksgiving. And
I
then at that
understand.
point, it was just no need to bother that. And I think I messaged you for the correct number.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
So basically,
No, I
yeah,
think
you
it's
guys can
pretty
get
sure
one set up
number,
yeah.
pretty quickly, because there's quite a few different
Yeah,
things.
I'm off on
This
Wednesday,
being
so I was
one
This is
going
the
to
first
suggest
number, I
that we
think,
do one on
if I
Wednesday.
remember
Is it
right.
6?
Because I'm off that whole day.
This Wednesday? Well, as long as your people's,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that number was.
I thought that
It's only
was
2
correct
of
at
us.
one time before.
Yeah.
So,
okay. So Wednesday, are you guys gonna meet
are you
on?
guys okay to meet on Wednesday?
What time?
I am off on Wednesday, so we can do it at whatever time.
Wednesday is, We Thrive.
Make it
We're
right
talking
after?
this week? All right.
It's my Wednesday off.
Okay, let me see if that, no, it's
On the
next week.
4th?
Yeah,
I work the
And-
Saturday.
No, I understand, Jennifer.
Yeah.
What time?
Whichever time is good for anyone, with Miss Pam and Miss Ann, because I'm off the whole day, so it doesn't matter. Or we don't even have to, we can do it
Yeah.
Thursday. I mean,
Oh, Wednesday's fine, it's just, needs to be like, for me, round 1 at least. I can't do it.
whatever time you want to do it,
Yeah.
it's fine with me. Miss Ann, are you available at 1?
I forgot my phone, so,
Tentatively?
I
I can check your schedule.
Thank you.
I can check your
Oh, boy.
He'll set you up.
What was the date again?
The 4th.
The 4th. No, I'm good on the 4th.
Is it Miss
Are
Ann?
you good on the 4th?
We got that.
Yeah, you're good on the 4th.
Okay. So looking at the 4th at 1 o'clock.
Perfect.
And finally, Mayor, we will need to, I guess as soon as possible, talk about the contract for the fire in EMS.
Oh, yeah.
There's some questions that I have concerning that contract.
Absolutely.
If I can go to the Laws and Contracts meeting and discuss those things that I have, then when is that meeting again?
This Wednesday at 1.
At 1. No, can't make it, sorry. At 1, but
I was looking at him like, what?
I'll make sure that they get the information
Okay.
before the morning. Thank you. That's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you, Dan. Jennifer?
Just that we have a meeting on December 4th at 1.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Kathy?
I'm gonna attend the water board meeting is it next Monday or the Monday after?
Next Monday.
And find out about the delinquent accounts, if they set anything up with the ones who owe an extensive amount of money to the village. So, see what's going on with that,
And report back.
and bring the report back.
Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that.
And Kathy, when is that meeting?
Next Monday at 5:30?
Next Monday. Next Monday, 5:30.
I have something about the water. Yes, on Sunday, we had baptism at my church, and we were unaware that there was water issues on Second, so we had to fill the baptismal pool up like 2 or 3 times, and it just came up black. And I was told that there was an issue on Thursday, but we weren't told until Sunday, when I made a call to the water.
There was an issue on Thursday?
Yeah, something about the wells being low.
That shouldn't have caused what you've got going on.
The water was black, and I have pictures.
Well, I believe it.
Okay.
It's not that I don't believe it, I'm just saying that
Replace our
shouldn't
hot water
have
heater
caused that
because of it.
issue.
And then we called Mr. Dan Dalton, I left him a message, and then I called, left Mr. Ray a message, and he ended up going down to the church and actually helping them with it. And I think that he ended up speaking with you also
You did
about that.
contact, yes.
So everything's now resolved.
We hope.
Well, decades and decades ago, they should have already taken care of that problem. But here we are today.
Filtering system would have been nice decades ago.
Yeah.
It would be nice as a
Years
heads
ago,
up.
we didn't have
I
this
think that's what
problem
I'm.
because the water
my-
board took-
was what I'm
I mean, a
saying.
lot of
More
times,
patients
could we have given a
flushing
heads
and
up
they
on
did
an
other
issue
things.
like that?
They don't
Because,
do
I
any
mean,
of
there's
that.
no way to know
There's nothing.
if that's going to cause that issue.
No,
Like-
from my understanding, Ray went out and flushed the cold water side of the basement. It came out clear. But up above, I guess at the tub with the hot water on, you got black. And to me, personally, it sounded like it was an internal plumbing issue, possibly with the water heater. When the anode goes bad in a hot water heater, if they sit, stagnant for a period of time without use, they do get rusty.
Or it could be
We-
collecting.
Yes.
Yeah, because ours collected, we had to replace our hot water heater the other day.
Right.
Yeah, it's years and years of this going on.
Yeah.
We had no other calls, so.
It does it, quite a bit does down there. They fill up the sink and it come up black. Flush it out, fill it up again, and it come up black. Flush it out, fill it up again.
Oh,
It'll start clearing out after about,
3 or 4 days.
yeah. It takes a while.
I'm serious.
It's just
I
been
believe you.
ongoing
I'm
this
serious,
year.
3 or 4 days. it'll
My
clear out.
pastor, I mean, they were.
I just don't
wasn't,
deal with it
unfortunately,
as
I
much
wasn't
because of
down.
the water
Because you
filter.
got your water filter.
I put one on coming in the house.
I'm gonna have to tell Howard about that.
I'm telling you, that makes a difference.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could change it. It's got a bypass,
Yeah.
like a bypass switch. You undo it, clean it, put it back together, and then switch it back on.
Because usually I have to go to
That saved us a
sleep
lot.
to take a shower when that happens.
Yeah, I put 3 of them in over here in this building over here.
Yeah, I don't blame
And
you.
I'd clean them out once a week and they'd be as black as that TV. That's
Water was
cleaning them
bad.
out every week. It was bad. It was, tore up a couple ice machines. But it's a,
That's what I don't.
they didn't have a right filter system put in over there years and years ago, which they needed it.
Most people don't.
Jennifer, when our little United Methodist Church was operational, we ran into the same problem with the hot water heater. And Bill Wickman at the time had told the members of the church that at least once a month, go in and turn the hot water on and just let it run until it clears so it can fill back up. Because if you're sitting like the church, we'd have dinner like every other month or something, well, the water would be dirty or whatever. But we found out that when they did what he said by letting the hot water, clear out and fill back up, the water started getting clear again.
So is that the hot water just in the baptismal pool or the hot water in every area where water runs?
This was the water tank
tank.
itself, because that's what it filled up and dispersed it.
Because it didn't come out, it doesn't come out anywhere else black other than the baptismal pool. And that's the first time that it's happened because we share it with some area also.
Is that on
Our
the hot
pool.
water side, on the baptismal pool?
I didn't even know we had hot water in the baptismal pool. I thought it was only
I'm
cold.
asking. Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was only cold. I've never had
I
a,
probably would have never got baptized.
it was so cold he cried.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah, that's what my bathtub
It was
looks like.
bad.
Yeah, I've had that one.
That's what my bathtubs usually look like.
I think everybody in Addyston has experienced that.
We just haven't at church yet, so I think it was a surprise.
Yeah.
The worst is when you do your laundry and don't know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should mention something about why people didn't get calls, that people that still don't seem to know, about not having the system to be able to do a call
Oh,
command.
and that's, yeah.
Is that up and
We've
running
got that
now?
in
Got
place.
that in place.
Yeah,
We do have a new one. I
A
want to
new
get a mailer out, hopefully, maybe tomorrow I'll get it out to the community, letting them know that we have a new system to put their information in.
For them to
If they
sign
need
up.
help, they can call in
Yeah.
and we'll help them get set
Yeah,
up.
I tried to
Some
log-
people with
Yeah.
the QR code, some people don't understand.
yeah, I did try to do it, it didn't work for me, it kept coming up Erlanger, so but we're probably gonna have that issue.
We may have to contact the
Or I may have to just manually
administration
fix
there
it.
and have them fix it so that it just, for Addyston, for our zip code or something.
Well, I
Because it
haven't
did.
got to do this yet. I have to get with them tomorrow because I was out of town when they did it.
Yeah,
So as soon as I have to learn this
right.
quickly.
But it did say, it kept telling me, I did like 4 times, it said Erlanger, 89 Main Street in Erlanger.
I'm sure
I
it's
was like,
something
are
we
you
could
kidding
fix,
me?
Pam, I promise you.
And that happens when we get to the door-to-door mailing. They want to put Addyston in Sailor Park, zip code 45233. And you have to fight with it to get the 45001
Right.
to stay in there. So, but they're very willing to we can reach out to them and get their
Well, I'm
help.
supposed to reach out to them tomorrow,
Yeah.
so I gotta do my setup
can-
thing tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I will get back with everybody, and if everybody's okay with it, I'd like to send out a mailer once I get it up and running the way it's supposed to, if that's good with everybody.
Yep.
All right.
So everybody can give you their new numbers.
Exactly, so we can get that rolling again. All right. Miss Ann?
I don't have any committee reports, but I do have a question. That's going through papers. How do we stand on the vacating of First Street?
It has been mailed to the Hamilton County Board of Commissioners, and it has been mailed to the engineers.
Okay. Have we posted signs and things? I was just reading through.
We
that.
usually have to wait because they usually do the signs when it comes down to, like, say, the top of Fiddler's Green. Before they come down, they have to do some rerouting and things. Like, we can't just go up there and say, oh, now it's
Okay,
closed
so. okay.
without
But
coordinating.
it has been mailed, and if I remember right, I think I sent it certified because I paid for it. But Bob asked me today if I had heard anything back, and I told him, no, I hadn't. But it did go, one letter went to the board, and one went to the engineer.
Yep.
Okay. I just came across this and, better follow up.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Al?
I have nothing at this time.
Thanks, Al. Pam?
I do. Okay, just to remind on, this Saturday it is, December the 7th, the visit with Santa. That was 11, right? 11 o'clock? I wasn't sure if it was 11 or 11:30.
11 a.m.
11 to 1, I thought we said.
11 to 1, yeah.
And let's see.
We're still looking for a Santa.
Better find Santa.
Still on the hunt for Santa.
Santa's busy.
That'd be Mike's official duty.
Hey, what do you do?
What's up?
I got a nice suit.
It's warm. It's
Your size out.
I have been the Easter bunny before.
And the Grinch.
It's just
I
your
wasn't gonna
size.
tell.
And the Grinch.
And the
And the Grinch, yeah. The other thing, the event that we have for the Thanksgiving drive giveaway went well. We had over 100 people, they estimated, that went through there, which is great. So I want to give a shout out, thank you to the VFW Post and Auxiliary for allowing us. They did donate the funds, and the Free Store Food Bank, the Hamilton County We Thrive, and of course the Addyston We Thrive team that was involved. Anybody that helped us out over there. A lot of people did participate, so the word got out, mainly by a neighbor telling a neighbor. It went really quick. So we still had plenty left over, so we were able to donate that to someone else in need. So that was nice. And on top of that, the VFW did contact Margret, which was asking us if we would like to do something again this month, December the 23rd, which is a Monday, the same thing, 3 to 6. So I did get in touch with Hamilton County We Thrive, and they did set it up with the Free Store Food Bank and with the VFW Post. It's going to donate again to us, allow us, it's money to purchase some hams, and then as far as produce and stuff from the Free Store Food Bank. So that's nice, so we'll be able to do that again.
What date?
That's the 23rd of
Monday before
Christmas.
Christmas,
Yeah.
before Christmas Eve and all that.
same time, 3 to 6.
Same location. Roy Tenenfeld was gonna bring it up at their meeting this evening about getting us a donation.
Monday.
He already had called Kroger's and worked out stuff with Kroger's, and they're very interested in doing it, and it would just be for hams only, one per family. I mean, whatever we can buy with whatever money they give us.
Because we know some of that didn't happen over there. It was people, more than one person in the family. Unfortunately, it was more than that. They have to fill the form out. We got to get strict. I know it's hard to do that. We just got to say no, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
so we can stretch further.
You guys
for other
deliver
households.
baskets too, right?
But that,
Probably not.
that
No,
was,
you guys did for Thanksgiving,
Oh.
we delivered baskets to
Oh, yeah,
people.
and we had some available
Yeah.
too.
but the baskets that were delivered, when they gave us the donation said that it was to be used for senior citizens and veterans.
Right.
Knowing some of our senior citizens possibly couldn't get out, there was some delivered to them, but we did have baskets on site, and those went pretty fast.
Yeah.
But as Mr. Tenenfeld was talking to me today, he said that when he spoke to a person at Kroger's, they said that if we buy a boneless ham, because of the weight, when they, put the tag on it, he said we get more for our money if we get the boneless.
Yeah.
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 Ham with a ham.
Yeah.
I think they'd like it, that's for sure.
Sorry. I think with the success of the one on Thanksgiving, we're gonna have a ton of people.
I think so too.
Well, I don't know what they're gonna give us, but
It'll just be,
I thought
we never know.
anything.
Yeah,
We
we
had so
never
much food
know.
left over
Right.
that we could handle that much more, so.
But we did, there was some, we did a few
The
more
next
families.
day. The
We did
next
probably,
day.
what, 6
Oh,
more
yeah,
people,
about-
6 or 7?
Yeah.
And then
I
the
was like,
next day,
sure.
we had people calling here wanting to know if we still had food available.
Sure.
And we told them, yeah, that, because Pam had went over, and I was on my way over.
Yeah.
And we told them, yeah, that, bring their bags and come, and
And I delivered
know.
some too.
Yeah, I just say that because I'd be willing to supplement, buy some hams,
Right.
so that we can make that go further.
well, he was saying, that when he talked to the guy at Kroger's, that, like I said, the gentleman he talked to said that they could order them all for us. Like go to one and he told me who to ask for and they'll order them. We just probably have to pick them up and
So I'm
bring them
guessing
back.
we're just needing to wait and see after their meeting tonight
Yeah,
how much
tonight.
funding we've got and how many we
Yeah.
can get.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if we want to add to it ourselves,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think a lot of people in the community, and there was some people from outside of the
Oh, yeah,
community
there was.
too.
There was.
And when we asked them to fill out the paperwork, we explained that it wasn't anything, it was just for statistic reasons, that they would have a count so they could put in for more like grant money.
Yeah. Basically, it's to help us with funding through We
Yeah.
Thrive.
Right.
Yeah.
So the more data they get, they can
And-
look at it and say, well, okay, they need X amount of dollars to do X amount of things. So
Yeah.
it helps us out.
And they are more than willing to help us out. I was shocked that they could turn around and do it again for us. So it was like,
Yeah.
sure, you know, I said, we'll pull some people together, because some people will be out of town, but we'll make it work. And also, I guess I need to thank maintenance too. They come over and did our cleanup for us, got rid of all the tons of boxes. I said, put it in the recycling, you get credit for that too.
Yeah, for the skids
Yeah,
and
for the
stuff
skids
like
and
that.
the
Yeah.
boxes. So yeah, it was a good event. So round 2 is coming up.
Takes a village.
Yeah. So I guess we do need to make probably a special event meeting too. Just talk about some other things for next year, should I say, if we be able to get, I guess it's gonna be a wish, basically, depending on how our money,
Well, we have to
finance
see how your
situation is.
money, your meeting goes this coming.
Yeah, but we'll do one eventually. Other than that, I think that's all I had.
All right, thank you, Pam. We'll go to the lieutenant.
Oh, you had something, didn't you?
Oh,
We
no,
did
did you
have
have-
one more
The only
thing.
thing, I was just gonna remind everybody that the Shamrock Toy giveaway
Oh, what
for
time?
Shamrock and the Saddlemen, that is December the 14th. So that is from 4 to 6.
4 to 6.
4 to 6.
Thank you, Al.
Mayor, I
Yes.
have one more thing to check. I'm
We're all remember.
glad that Mike's here. I was wanting to know why we did an extensive salt laydown. There's very little snow to none, but I noticed it. I was out prowling around about 2 o'clock in the morning. I noticed that.
Well, how
I just
about, Mike,
wanted-
we'll just go with you first if you'd like to step up
Okay.
here.
Yes, I can answer that.
Thank you.
You know, we did have some black ice, throughout Hamilton County in general. And I saw in the news, there was a utility pole hit up on Delhi Pike between Anderson Ferry and Mead. And then when we came in, there was some heavy ice and, black ice and snow in a lot of the shady spots. And also on First Street, which kind of slippery condition. We wanted to err on the side of caution because of, what we experienced and saw from the media reporting, any accidents that were happening in the other communities around us. So in an effort to be proactive, to make sure the village wasn't liable for some sort of legal issue, we tried to
But they did
do
put
our
salt
best.
in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I can appreciate that, but that's a lot of salt in maybe in non-icy spots. That's why we normally look at that and do that.
Sure, and I'll be honest with you, salting is a new thing for me.
Sure.
We're in myself, the whole crew, Andre, Bill.
That's great.
And
That's great.
Bernard, we all did the best we could do. And
Absolutely.
We wanted to make sure there's a learning curve, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And gauge how much salt we use. We used 2 hoppers full.
Mhm.
What we did with all 7.5 miles of the street to the best of our ability.
Very good. I can appreciate that. Yeah, because I came around, I don't know what time you guys did it, but I was out of town and came in town, looked around, I didn't see anything. It's just a protocol that we'll have to figure out, Mayor. You'll have to, work with maintenance and establish a protocol, how you want to do things.
No, it's snowing out there right now.
Yeah,
It's no way.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, hopefully we got a little residual on the ground, the salt's still take
Just
care
make
of
sure
it.
the straightaway to school is clear, please. The straightaway to school.
Thanks.
She's going to
Thanks.
school
You're
tomorrow.
very welcome.
Good.
Thank you.
Look good.
Ready for me? She's looking at me.
Come on
No,
up.
I was just going to go ahead and have you come up and just give your report, yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Good. I don't have a report as we've just gotten here recently. I just wanted to be here if there's any questions. I know, I will say, especially during that first week or first few days, we had everybody that we could think of come out to get a idea of what we needed to do. We've had our IT come out. They're going to drop some lines. They're going to put some cameras up so that our system can work here, so I can work out of here. And so an officer can also be here and work out of here if he needs to, or brief out of here if he needs to. We had our garage come out and evaluate the cruisers that are owned by the village. Mayor got that report. We had property come out and we took possession of that and have it secured in our property room. RCIC has been in contact. We're working with Aaron a lot on that. I understand there's going to be another mayor's court, the 4th. So I guess we're waiting to move warrants over and to deal with a lot of those issues till that's over with. But really I'm just here to answer any questions you guys might have. Our officers have obviously been already active in the village as much as possible. I know I've been out and I've seen them, so they are listening to me. They're there. So, but anything you guys have at me.
I'll just ask one quick question,
Sure.
Lieutenant. The materials, items we had in the property room, there was some money and things like that.
The evidence?
The evidence room.
Yes, we have possession of that. It was all
Okay.
logged and it's in our property room now. Basically, we had to set new property tag numbers for them to put up in ours, but that way it's still attached to, and if it's needed or people are coming to claim, we have possession of it. It's just not going to be stored here. And to be honest with you, in any district we have, other than maybe overnight, it's not stored there permanently. It goes through our main district up at District 1 because it's a whole property office with the whole system and 3 property officers that are assigned to the property.
If that is going to be disposed of for some reason, whenever that might be,
The money?
yes,
Oh, yeah, that would.
will we receive
yeah,
that? Thank you.
And your property, as far as the township, the village property, the firearms and the uniforms, that was all, the mayor's has that. We did not take any of that. Other than taking the cars to be evaluated, that's the only thing we took off property.
Thank you.
I know that a lot of people that I work with, like, oh, Addyston has police officers now. I'm like, you better slow down.
That is the message we want to send. I know my officers are not hitting, but we had some issues from the apartments up the street. So they're making sure there's special attention. I went and visited the salt mount today to see to make sure there's nobody in there.
Did you find
But
something?
that's been spread to everybody as well. And any requests for, I think there was a parking request, complaint, that was hit with the citation as soon as possible. So now with my situation personally, obviously I have it's a little odd. I have an office here and I have an office at our main district, and that's kind of how it's working now. I got a laptop today, so I can do a little work out here. And so once IT gets everything, I can do work out here even more. But I'm trying to figure out, and we'll probably have to keep playing with it, how to split my time between two places at once. So, but we'll figure that out as we go along.
I wanted to thank you and your officers for showing up at the event.
Oh, you're welcome.
At least our residents were there and they got to see your
I
presence
thought
there
it was
too.
that was an awesome event, to be honest with you. It was one of the most effective, I guess, things I've been to, where you could tell people were in need, and they got everything that you could give them quickly without any red tape, I guess you could say.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was kind of neat to see.
It's nice you guys getting to know them too, as they was coming through the door, seeing them, talking to them, so it gets people more comfortable in a
Yeah.
small town atmosphere.
And I took notes of all your upcoming events, as you were saying here, so I'll try to have either myself and or other officers come to be part of those as well.
Thank you. Very good.
The only thing I've heard is, are they patrolling all the streets in Addyston?
They're all over.
And that's what I told them. I said, as far as I can see, when they go by and they go up Church Street, I see them going up.
I can tell you one day I had officers in here, and then eventually, like I said, I don't have a lot of computer, I can't do a lot of work, so I go out to patrol. And I'd seen them, and by the time I'd come around on Second, they were coming the other way, so they're moving around too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
somebody
one of
say,
the citizens asked that
Yeah.
when we was going through the transition. He's like, are they gonna patrol the regular streets except just Main Street? I said, yeah, that's what they're saying, yeah, so.
I had somebody ask me, how
appreciate
many
that.
officers do you have? I had one behind me, one coming this way, one coming that. I said, I don't know, just
Well, you-
everywhere.
you
Don't be,
can come.
I said, don't be speeding. That's the whole thing.
That's another thing we worked on was the beat structure. So there's 3 officers, we call them our 9 Victor cars. They're 24-hour cars. They cover Miami Township, Addyston, Cleves, and North Bend. One officer, just for dispatch reasons, is Addyston, and then part of Miami Township. One's most Miami Township, and one Cleves and North Bend, and part of Miami Township, the slow part of Miami Township, the Brow Road, one's Brook Road. So, and I've told them, this isn't a magical barriers you can cross over, but that's where you want to spend most of your time, and that's where you're going to get dispatched, and then obviously they back each other up as much as possible. So you're going to see them here quite a bit, but you also got to remember, you have myself, and then you have a sergeant in Cleves, so there's going to be a lot of cars,
Right.
a lot of presence.
More than we've had in a while, thank you.
Yeah, sure is, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we need a motion to allow for that line to be put in? Or
Line.
is it for that he needs?
Oh, I mean, if you guys, yeah, if you guys are
That needs
good
to
with
get
that, because he
done, right?
does need to get that done. So if
You read that?
it's just dropping a line into that office is all it
IT
is.
line.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion, let them drop the IT line in.
I'll
They
second
need
it.
to do it.
Motion by Al, seconded by Kathy to drop the line in. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Okay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Mike, did you have anything else that you'd like to address?
Just have several items. Should I stand here?
Yeah, you can stand over. Get in the fire line. It's official.
About that. Gross Lane, we did complete the asphalt and the curbing. That is complete, so that's good. I did want to ask a little clarification for the no parking signs to be installed on Gross Lane. It's my understanding it's on the opposite side of the curb. But is that from Second Street all the way up to the dead end? We want that posted.
No, it was, when we talked about that, that was from the telephone pole up there at the top where the turnaround is. From that telephone pole down the hill,
To
down to
Second,
Second. Yeah,
on the opposite side of the curb.
correct, yep. Yeah, because we talked about that, putting it on a pole, because some of them's got to park up there at the turnaround. But if they can't get turned around up there because of people parked on the side of the road on the other side, it usually has got a driveway, but they're parked there in the middle of the road.
So
But that's why we want to put the no parking from the telephone pole there, from the turnaround down to Second Street. And I was telling them if it helps you out a little bit, I was gonna tell them take a backhoe and make a little ditch down through there a little bit, because when that water comes off that hill, goes through that drain, then it wants to run across the road into that curb. It's how it kind of washed that curb out. And that's all I was gonna go over there and do, just go over there and scratch that, make a little ditch in over there where the cars are parked, but you couldn't get to it then, because the cars was always parked there. Make like a little ditch down through there so it runs, so it don't run over the road. Because that's what's causing a lot of problem at the bottom of the hill, right there at Second Street, is washing all that out.
Al, was there a driveway there with a small pipe in it?
Yeah.
I think I remember
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
probably may need to do something with that.
Well,
Expand
it
that.
was saying, like, blow it out with a hose or something, because it gets clogged up there a little bit. But that's what I was saying, come on that side and make a little ditch down through there so it'll be able to run. Because what it's doing, it's running down under there and then getting to where the road is, and then washing across the road where the curb is, and running down the curb down to Second. And it's washing all that bottom of the Second out right there.
We'll just keep an eye to make sure that that's big enough when we have a hard rain, that it
Yeah.
doesn't come across the street
Right,
anymore.
yeah. Yeah, because the
Probably
pipe's only
take-
like maybe 12 inches around, I believe.
Yeah. I was bigger than I thought.
And at the end of Second, there's a cone there that is always knocked over. And I know that's like a hole or whatever
Well, that's
that
where
is.
it's washing it all out.
So I don't know if we can address that or not.
Yeah, there's a storm inlet cover. It
Yeah.
needs a little brick mold on the top of it, a little
Yeah.
layer, raise up a couple courses, and then it needs a metal frame put in there.
Yeah, they crush it
Well,
all
what I
day
was
long.
thinking, like if you put that little drain down on that
Stop
opposite
that.
side of the road, the curb or whatever, had to make that stuff run down. There's a drain at the bottom of the hill right there at Second. And that water run right down in that drain and to keep it from washing that other part out where she's talking about
We
on the opposite
did,
side of the road.
while we're up on Gross, that last house on the left, I think it's number 4 if I'm not mistaken, we did clear some leaves and debris out of the inlet of that pipe that runs underneath that
Yeah.
first course of driveway.
Yeah.
There's some vegetation there, looked like ivy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was open fortunately, but we'll check from there down to Second
Yeah.
as well. Thank you.
Yeah, 'cause we was up there looking at that, I was like, oh, yep, this definitely have had a little ditch to help it, keep it from running on the curb side and washing that curb back out again.
We'll- Every time we get rain, I go up and look at it, kind of monitor, you suggest and keep an eye on it, see what it's doing, how it's reacting, where it's flowing. So, that's all I have.
Thank you, though. I
You're very
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Thank you. Happy to help.
Glad you could make our meeting. Appreciate all of us being able to see you, Mike.
Oh, I
We
appreciate
know
that.
you're working hard. We
I'm
know.
doing my best, but not just me.
We know you're
The
working
whole
hard.
team is working together.
Sure.
So everybody's bouncing around and it's
Yeah,
big and cold. So
thank you.
you're very welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. I just have one question for the lieutenant.
Oh, yes.
Is
You're
there,
good, thank you.
is there a law how close you can park up onto somebody's driveway? Like,
You can't
is there a
block the driveway.
clearance? I mean, they're not blocking it, but where I live at, when they're right on top of my driveway, I have to shoot out into 50.
The short answer is no,
No?
but they just can't be blocking the driveway. Now, obviously, everybody lives in, I live in a neighborhood of common courtesy, you know, but that doesn't always work.
No.
If you catch them blocking your driveway, we can do something about that.
Well, she's saying it's blocking where it's next to her, but she's trying to back out where she can't even see the cars
I know.
coming because
I
it's
don't know.
blocking
It's
the
up to the
view.
edge.
Up to the edge or right on top of the drive. I mean, they're not blocking it, but I
Right
have to
on.
shoot out into 50 in order to
Yeah.
come out of a driveway, which is
No, I'll
dangerous.
see, I'll check with our traffic safety, see if they have any answers other than that, but I do not, I looked that up once because I've had these complaints in the past, and I do not believe there's an actual foot, you know, this far from it, just says, do not block the driveway.
Okay.
That's how
All
it's
right.
worded.
Have we heard anything about Tony's progress?
He's out for 3 months.
Yeah, Tony,
Other than
3
that,
months.
yeah.
He is, yeah, it was official last time I talked to him, but it was 3 months, so I'm
wow.
guessing.
I know they said he was supposed to go back to the doctor, what, on December the 5th or something?
Yeah.
Just seeing
So
what he's doing.
reevaluate.
So just as long as he keeps updates going, as far as I know, it was 12 weeks, so, yeah.
So is he doing therapy and everything now?
Yeah.
I do know that I received an email telling me that he wanted to use his sick leave before he went into using workman's comp, so that's what he's been doing. So,
But yeah,
Hopefully
hopefully
it gets better.
everything's going well, and hopefully we'll have
Back
him
injuries
up and
are-
rolling again here
I mean,
soon.
back injuries are horrible.
They are, and with a broken rib on top of that.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Poor guy. But so hopefully everything's going good and
No
everything.
surgery though? He didn't need
No,
surgery?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
so that's what they told me on the last one.
Mayor, if there's nothing else to come before council, I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it.
Motion to adjourn by Dan, seconded by Ann Pillow.
Earlier.
Call for the vote.
Dan Pillow,
Heard you say it.
Jennifer Wiehe, Nixon-Byess,
Hey.
Ann
Danny's
Pillow,
on top of it.
Cal Glick, Pam Jackson.
7 months.
I never heard you go.
What time